Doug, I'm looking at all this equipment that's in here. This all came after I retired. Please tell me what this is.
Will do. Okay, Marv. Well, this stuff is all basically communications equipment we use between here and our studio facility, which is up in Burbank. We have a system we call an STL, which means Studio to Transmitter Link. We've got 3 of those actually. One of them is right here, one of them is right here, and we've got 2 other radio links, one right here and one right here, and a couple of digital decoders. So all the audio that gets sent down here is digitized and sent down here that way. The audio processors are here. We've got our main, and we've got our backup. They actually take analog inputs. We do convert to analog down here. And some various other things. We've got a couple of STL receivers that are used to get RPU audio back from a site we have called Pleasants Peak. We have another transmitter here, which we're actually transmitting to Pleasants Peak. We use duplexers on the link. We've got various antennas that point up to Pleasants from here. All broadcasters recognize this. This is actually our FEMA SAGE. This is a FEMA site, so we actually have an enormous generator and a 9,000 gallon fuel tank outside. Plus we actually have a third transmitter, which is in a shed or a building outside, which is built to protect it from high energy magnetic impulse. So the idea being there, if there's a nuclear bomb that goes off, the transmitter will still be able to run afterwards. This little screen we're seeing down here on this computer monitor is actually what we call a modulation monitor. I showed you one a moment ago up in the rack. It's a hardware device. This is actually all software. It does exactly the same thing. It takes an RF sample from back from the transmitter that's on, which we showed you earlier, and displays the modulation, which is basically just how information is imparted onto the carrier wave. So when I say modulation, that's all I mean. It just means imparting the voice information, in this case, onto a radio signal that receivers can interpret and put sound out on your car speaker. So yeah, it's a very cool little device, and it just looks great too.
We're really seeing amplitude modulation.
Yeah. Well, now he's asking me a question. I don't know if I can answer. I do notice that they're not exactly synced up. You would think they'd be a better sync. I mean, of course, one's positive, one's negative, but you would think they'd be a little closer. I mean, aside from the fact that the positive one's reading higher, like it should.
I'm looking at which one I'm going to guess which one's the positive one.
Oh, the positive one's the one on the right-hand side. Yeah.
Clearly on the right.
Yeah.
KFI.
Southern California.
KFI. 640, more stimulating talk radio.
KFI.
AM 640.